Oh, do you know who Kevin and PJ are?
Kevin
oh my
and PJ.
God.
Who's Kevin and PJ?
You don't know who I'm Grandmam are? The biggest podcast in Ireland.
I'm Grandmom.
Excuse me, but you're on it.
Wow, that's why I didn't get paid anybody to be here. Yeah.
Who are they? Sorry, start
Kevin
again.
and PJ.
No, what do they do?
They have a podcast called I'm Grandmam, and I want to say it's probably one of the biggest podcasts in Ireland.
Is
Do you
it
reckon we've seen clips of them?
Kevin
Yeah.
McGannery? Is it?
No, Kevin Toomey.
Chewy. That's not her name.
Kevin Squashy. let me
Kevin
look
real
up.
warm and long, squashy.
Let me look up.
Chewy.
I don't know.
Wait, I'm not into here.
I definitely
I'm
have
gonna get killed.
kind of heard. I heard, man.
That is crazy.
Yeah, no, I have heard. I think.
I have
Is it
seen it
new?
as well. What
I'm
colour is
Grandmam.
the logo good?
Pink.
Is
Yeah,
it
I
pink?
think I might have seen a reason.
Two lads, yeah.
Do they do it in their kitchen?
Kevin's in London, so I don't know exactly where they move around. Sometimes they do it over Zoom, but it's not like a studio situated.
Right.
Okay.
How did we get to this point? How are we talking about this?
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Now when it's
Oh.
on. Yeah.
Sorry. Back.
Now she's gonna get real
Sorted.
respectful and all now.
Welcome.
Compliments.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having us on.
Oh my god, I keep clicking this now. Is that still on?
You're grand, yeah, doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Hi.
Welcome
Yeah.
to
Welcome.
the studio. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yay!
Here we are.
Meg, if that is your real name. What is Meg short for?
Meg. Meg with 2 G's.
Oh, so Meg with 1 G is short for Meg with 2 G's.
Yeah.
It's not Megan.
No.
No.
Oh.
She was born Meg with 2 G's.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Or egg with an M at the beginning.
Right. What would
that
you
one.
prefer?
My name is actually Megan.
Oh, it is
But
Megan.
when I was 19, I was like 17 or 18 and I was trying to make a YouTube channel and I was actually trying to think of a stage name. And my stage name that I came up with instead of Megan Reilly was Meg Reilly.
Oh my god.
So
Pretty good.
You're obviously just full of creativity.
Yeah.
That's all
And
I'm
then
getting.
after the fewcans thing happened, that was way later, but like...
After the
I
what
don't-
happened?
Few cans.
Fewcans.
Oh, few
Yeah, where
cans.
did
That's
you come
who
up
I
with that
am.
one?
I actually like I can't in 2019 I was trying to be really big on Twitter.
Okay.
Like cringe thinking about it.
Oh.
But it was so bad. But I hated that my username, I think before that had been like something _ dot or something
Yeah.
or whatever. And I hated that I wanted a username that was just like really short and just letters and it made sense and it was just like, you know what I mean? Like just like
Few cans.
handbag or something like that was just really recognizable. So few cans with the lads was a big joke at the
Yeah.
time, really old joke. But I just put in few cans and then it was just there and it was just 6 letters.
Okay.
6 letters, no underscore, nothing.
Yeah.
So good. And then and then at the time I was like, this is gonna be good at some point because I knew getting that username and having it like on Instagram, I was like, this is good, like commodity or whatever.
Yeah.
So then I went on and when I made my TikTok, even just as a TikTok account, like viewing videos, I put it as fewcans as well because I just knew I'd need it at some point. So
But
I
people just call out to you like few cans.
Yeah.
They know you only as few cans. So the Meg,
Sometimes
would you
they-
just go back to Megan then?
No, because fewcans is the brand now and it's also like, I don't know, I like that being the username because sometimes people come up to me and I'll say fewcans and then we'll be chatting for a bit and then they'll go, wait, what's your
Oh,
actual
really?
name?
They just say few cans, don't know your name,
Yeah,
or
they'll say fewcans and then they'll go, oh, what's your actual name? And I actually kind of like that because it's like, it just, I don't know, I do like it because it's just like, just that it gets to be for me.
Yeah,
It's like a different alias.
Guys,
Like, there's loads
I'm
of
like
it.
really famous.
There's loads of eggs with an M in front of it.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly,
I mean? Like,
exactly. But there's only one me.
Do they act differently if someone calls you few cans and if they address you as Megan?
Like a few cans
Like-
of person.
Is it different personality? Is it
Yeah.
different alias?
Well, it's not. Yeah, I'm actually like 100% goofy when people call me fewcans, and I'm only like 10% goofy when they call me that. Yeah. Like, oh my god. No, because if I don't recognize them, I know them from like they know me, and I don't know who they are. So it's like if they come up to me and say like Meg, so it rarely is. It's always like, oh my god, you're that girl. It's usually just like, oh my god, you're that girl, or fewcans maybe, and sometimes it is Meg. But if I don't recognize them, I just know it's just from online.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, yeah.
Do you get me?
I can see it sticking. Have you ever done merch for her or anything?
Huh?
Are you fucking us, man? She's not fucking.
You want some kid? You want some?
You asked me on the pod. So
This is like the first famous person we've had on the podcast.
Yeah,
I can't
I know,
believe
yeah.
it. Like the
Finally,
Queen
yeah.
of Glasnevin.
Yeah, the
yeah,
Queen of Glass.
This is the Queen. The Queen. The Queen.
clean.
She clean. You clean Glasnevin. Is that your job?
It's actually Dublin 11.
What's the best?
It's just the area.
I
It's
heard
just Dublin
newspaper is the
11.
best for cleaning glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And vinegar and water.
Vinegar spray. Yeah.
Vinegar.
Vinegar. Yeah.
Yeah. What does that do?
Cleans the
proper.
glass.
Oh.
You started this.
And there's grey on chips.
Yeah.
Don't you know?
Yeah. Salt and vinegar chips on the window. Grand.
Do you know what I want to touch on there? You said something about the brand. So you know the way you obviously have a brand now, because we are obviously starting out now, and it is mad to think like this would be our fucking
Branding,
brand, like,
yeah,
and we do off it. How it's mad having like trying to build a brand, isn't it? Like when you think about it, like you're not just a person; it's a whole.
It's so weird, isn't
It's
it?
so
such
weird.
it's such a weird experience, especially when you're, because you're obviously into comedy, and that's why you started like doing this, because it's just like a comedy pod.
Yeah.
But it's like when you actually have like, so it was like my friend in Canada, like she's kind of has a startup now or whatever. She's doing her own business, and she has a business now, and then like she's like wrestling with the thing of like she not only has to have a business, but now she has to just become a full-time content creator in order to promote a business.
Yeah.
And it's the same way the other way around. It's the being a content creator or in media or whatever, then all of a sudden you also can't just do that. You also have to run your own business.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is like so insane. Like
Yeah.
I say at the minute, like I'm only representing myself at the minute. So like before I left to go to Canada, I got dropped by my agent. So I'm just representing myself at the minute, which means that like everything I do has to be like really, I have to have such a business mindset with it, which is
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah, of course.
Like it's so weird to like it's so weird to be girl bossing. It's so weird to be girl bossing out here. But it's just like it's so weird. It is so weird. Like I do actually really enjoy it, but it is like it's really intense, and you have to like say like I have a show coming up. And then like I'm want to do this whole new like concept, have a whole new concept of the show, which I do really enjoy that side of it. But then I have to like book a photographer and like think of like a whole like concept and the visual art of it, what's it gonna be, and then like now I need to set up like release dates. When are we like going on sale, and then when am I teasing it, and then when am I launching it, and then when am I doing the second win? So it's like a whole. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know
it's
what
like
you
so
mean.
insane, and
I
it just
know.
started because I picked up my phone and I was like, remember when we were. Am I right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, and then
yeah,
all of a
yeah.
sudden I'm like, and the KPIs are in. You know what I mean? Like it's just like so weird that it has to be like that. But yeah, I
Yeah.
know, it's insane. I think you have to be so careful with your name and everything, because the word like it's so, because your whole rebrand or something like that is like so not bad for marketing. Sometimes it can be really good for marketing. Like
I couldn't stop listening after you said you were dropped by your agent. I had the image of a secret agent just knocking you. I was trying so hard to let you finish
Yeah.
what you were saying, but I couldn't.
just holding the mic like. Imagine if you got even when you said that. Imagine if it was a secret agent. That's so funny.
That was really Ryan Carrick-esque, wasn't it? That joke.
That one. Yeah, yeah.
That you said or I said?
That I said. My one.
Cardi owe me a 10. I told you to mention Ryan Carrick before the 8 minute.
You
I wanted to
love
say-
Ryan. Like we're not talking about Ryan. We're here to talk about me.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Well, I
did
was
bring
going to
up-
say that you had a rumour spreading around that he was a frigid.
Yeah. And he drinks 9 pints, gets sick all over himself. I mean, let it go, Ryan. Think of a new joke, like. Do you know what I mean? Not you.
Oh, right, sorry,
you,
sorry.
Ryan,
You're got
yeah.
defensive there.
Ryan's always talking about having 9 pints of Guinness and getting sick all over himself.
He
It's his
actually did a
only
good
thing.
one. He did a
It's
good
his
one the other
only-
day with Rory McIlroy. Did you see that one?
No, we're not talking about Ryan. We're not talking about Ryan.
No, we're not talking about Ryan. We're not talking about
Ryan has new
Ryan.
best friends
Anyway,
as well.
do you know Ross or Simon?
Yes, I know Ross, Simon, and Ryan. Honestly, Ross, Simon, Ryan. Wait, is that all of them? They all such similar names. Ross, I know. Ryan, I
Stole
know.
my name as Darren
Simon,
in the
I know. I don't know.
My name is Darren.
You didn't introduce. I don't know your name even.
My name is Connor.
Can you remember my name now?
I'm Connor. This is Jebbo.
Glenn.
Oh, you stupid.
Glenn. No, your name is Glenn. Glenn Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Close enough.
Glenn Jefferson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually want to go back to that, right? Because I forget. And I know
Sorry,
going back
go
to
on.
stuff.
Yeah. I'm so bad at that.
I just want to say, see the way you're talking about your show there and what you have to do. Isn't it mad that when people see you putting on a show and when you're on stage, that's probably the easiest thing you're going to do there compared to everything at the whole build up behind the scenes. That's actually the fucking hard part of it. Like,
It's probably my. Go on, what are you gonna say?
No.
He sold me.
Imagine, it's the
yeah. And imagine when you're actually on stage and it's the guy. He comes to the show. He goes to the show. Like, okay, who invited this fella? And okay, yeah, and you're like, yeah, and it's like the build-up is the hardest part, and the secret agent's there. Like, it's It's like you're just telling someone about your dream or something.
And he has like a bag with like a few cans in it.
That's good. Yeah,
There
maybe
you
you
go.
can maybe you're kind of like creating an arch nemesis for me.
And it's Roy Garrick.
Yeah,
Surprise,
it's Roy
bitch.
No, I love. Yeah, no, I think as well since I like that was ages ago that I got dropped by my agent, but it was for the better. I mean, I wasn't making videos anymore, so there was like from a business point of view, there was not really like. Do you mean they have to like? I mean, if I was someone's agent and one of my clients wasn't making videos anymore, you'd have to just put your energy other places.
Yeah.
And you can't just keep promoting somebody who doesn't want to make content and doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Like, and I didn't, and I wanted to stop it. I didn't want anyone else to tell me that I like couldn't do it if I wanted to stop it or whatever. So yeah.
How long ago was that when you?
I was going to say, do you
stopped
know
doing
the
it?
story? No, do you want? When was this?
That's why I was
when
asked the question.
So
And he just come to cuss me and ask the question as well.
I'm sorry, I really thought I was just going to say something about secret agent
You're
again.
fucking
I just
nerd.
had to stop him.
no, we have to make other jokes.
Hey, knock twice if you can tell us why.
Yeah. I don't know what you said, but I don't know what you said, but I'm just going to continue about my life story, because that's what we were talking about. So, no, last year I moved to Canada, and I lived in Canada for 6 months. And before that, I decided to leave like my job. But what year is it now? 2025? 2025, right? So in like 2023, I had went full time with like making like videos and stuff like that. But then I have ADHD, and I just didn't know the reality of like what it would be like to wake up every morning and work for yourself. And I had like no idea of like just how to do that successfully and not get burnt out when I was paying rent and renting this place. And like I just had so many expenses then as well. So it was, the pressure was on then to just like, if I like, you're just waking up every day trying to think of funny videos so that you stay relevant enough so that you get brand deals.
Yeah.
So that you're able to like live and like whatever. So it was just like so much pressure that I just hated. I think I like blew up, and then sorry guys, I'm burping.
I swear to God, when you see that force, I was like, oh my God, she's going to cry.
Yeah.
I thought you were stranded.
I was like, I know, rent.
He keeps calling me money cans. A couple of cans. And it's a few cans.
He didn't even know my backstory. He didn't even know my backstory about how I came to that. No, but I think it happens for a lot of people. Like that's why, like I know people who like moved abroad or like, and I've spoken to them and made jokes, been like, no one's gonna know, no one knows you in that country, and they were like, yeah, that's what I want. I want to go because I'm sick of going to festivals and being like absolutely just chased down and can't enjoy myself, or you know what I mean, things like that. Like, but anyway, I left for a bit because I didn't like making videos anymore, so I just completely stopped because I couldn't get the growback for it that I had before. And then it was just, I just kind of didn't, not resented, but like when other people came up to me in the street and they were like, oh, I love your videos, I would like, you know, it was something in me was like, I don't even make them anymore, like, you know, I don't even like that, I don't even do that anymore. I don't know, it was like,
I don't know who that is. That's Meg. I'm Megan.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I haven't known that name in Meg. I haven't known that name in 40 years. But like, I just was like, I don't know. And then so I was just like, don't want to be in Dublin anymore. And like, I had wanted to like emigrate and move away for ages. But then when everything blew up, I was like, okay, I'll stay. Yeah. But then even though I was like getting invited to all these events and everything was going so well, and I was constantly being like brought to these places where like open bars or like fancy dinners, I still didn't want to be in Dublin. So I was like, right, well, if I'm getting a bunch of free shit here and I still want to be here, maybe I shouldn't be here. So then I just left and moved to Canada for like 6 months. And then I just had to be on my own. I just moved completely alone, just me and my dog.
Whereabouts?
Toronto. And
didn't know what she said there for a second.
Toronto.
Yeah, I got that.
Toronto. Me and my dog Jerry went. Brought my little dog over. I got to say something in my eye.
What type of dog?
Hey, don't tell us now. We can't tell us. We jinxed.
Jinxed.
We'll never know.
Yeah. Sorry, something in my eye. Jerry. His name is Jerry, and he's a Jack Russell.
Oh,
very dead. Yeah, I like Jack Russell.
Yeah, he's just my dog. He's not my mom and dad's dog.
How much was it to bring him to where'd you go again?
Toronto?
Toronto, yeah.
I just said a minute ago.
There's like two you could have said in there.
Yeah. Toronto. But
are you friends with Drake? No. I thought I knew that.
No, Drake's like a friend of a friend of a friend. So
Yeah.
No, he's such a loser anyway.
Oh, Kendrick.
Why? Because of Kendrick Lamar. That's just so recency bias though. I feel like everyone loved Drake right before that.
Did you like Drake before that?
Oh,
No, because he was an actor and he was on that show. Like,
Yeah,
I've
that
ever
was
seen
a
him on the
bit-
show and he's like, a hill? Like, that's his vibe in that. He's so goofy and
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
and he's so posh and goofy and weird. And it's like, you were on that show and you're like,
what is his real name? It's not Drake. It's something else.
probably something so goofy.
Carol's gonna look it up. Keep going.
Yeah. Thanks, girl.
She looked at me as a boys Carl there. She really doesn't know what our names are. She was like, is he just taking his phone out?
Carl.
Which one is Carl again?
So he's Jefferson.
Anyway, LOL. Then I went to Canada. We're back. Let's get back to me. So I was in Canada. Yeah, and I just moved alone, completely alone. I didn't know anyone who lived there.
Oh, no, it's
Audrey.
Audrey.
It's Audrey,
I
isn't
knew
it?
it.
It's not Audrey.
Aubrey.
Aubrey, yeah.
His first name is Aubrey.
Yeah.
Hard pass. That's
How
what
much did you
I'm
pay
saying.
for the dog to go?
Just 100 quid.
Oh, what?
Oh, what? That was gonna be mad money.
Under the sea with you, or
Well, when we went over, they didn't actually let us on the plane. We were coming back, but when we were going over, he just sat at my feet in a like a carry-on thing, like a dog carrier, and he just sat at my feet.
and what'd you do on the way back? Just have him out the window.
On the way, he was on the roof. On the way back, they were obviously the sorry, I keep looking there. Is that so annoying? Do I need to look? I'm going to face this way. On the way back, they're obviously more strict because it was Air Canada, I think I was flying with.
Right.
So on the way over, the Dublin Air Canada people were really chill. And I don't think they measured the bag. I think it was like a little bit big or whatever. They just weighed him and it was grand.
Yeah.
So it was no problem. But on the way back, the Air Canada people in Canada are way more stricter and more intense. So they wouldn't let me on the plane with him.
Really?
Yeah, and I was screaming, crying in the airport. I was like, Blaze! And they were like, can someone else come and pick up the dog? And I was like, no, I have lived here for 6 months and we're moving home. I was like, we're moving home. So I can't, there's nowhere else for him to go. Like, I'm moving home and he needs to come with me. And then they were like, okay. And then because I cried, they pulled me over and they were like, they rebooked another flight for me for free. And then
Jerry go on free as well?
He got to go on as well, but he just had to go in the hold. So I had to go because on the day it was like on their website they said if he's too big for the cabin, if they won't let him in the cabin, like I'll seat with you, then he can go in the hold in the special section there for dogs. But I had a soft carrier, like it was like a like a bag where he actually needs to be in a travel
Kinda like-
crate,
yeah.
for the thing because it's just like legally. Anyway, look, we got back. He's gone now.
What's the hold?
The hold is under the plane where the bags go.
Oh, right. There you go.
He was there.
I knew that.
Yeah.
Sorry, your story. You were in Canada.
So I was in Canada. I did a lot of introspection, a lot of thinking.
What were you working over there? Let me guess. Let's guess. Coffee shop.
No,
Oh, cinema.
no, cinema.
That's a good sound. Tune about the cinema.
Yeah. Cinema. That's so insulting. for some
Sorry.
reason. That's so insulting. I don't know why. It's just so
The exact
hurtful.
same cinema is Drake and Josh.
Yeah, I don't know why that's so hurtful to me. Sorry to anybody who works in a cinema.
Was it in hospitality? Was it in hospitality?
I was working in an English language school.
Oh, never guessed that.
What do you mean
Inside the
English?
cinema.
English and French, is it? Over there?
No, it was English. So I actually worked. Okay, no, I can't say that because I don't want to talk about them because I don't want to give them any promotion because I hate them. I worked as a receptionist.
Okay.
I worked as a receptionist in Canada, and that was what the job was. And I loved living. And the two girls that I lived with, like I didn't know anybody in the city.
Yeah.
I had not, and I wasn't going with anybody. So it was literally just me and my dog, and that was it. And then I moved. I got a room in a house in the city, online on like this website called Roomies before I even left to go to Canada. So I had a room secured, and then when I went there and when I moved in with them, I just became best friends with the two of them, and then I'm still like really good mates with them now.
That's wobber.
It was like actually like just the best case scenario that could have happened. Like I don't know how it happened, but it just best case scenario. And then like I love them to death, and I'm still like, they came over to Ireland then right after I moved back. They came over to Ireland. Then my friend came over like a month after that. They're like the best.
Suspicious that you got so close to them. Are you sure they aren't secret agents?
What I think is funny that if you're a professional man, which I think is funny, and I said the word agent and you went like secret agent rather than management, it's very telling.
I'm confirmed.
Not professional. I'm not professional.
I'm
concerned for you. I'm concerned for you. Concerned. I'm concerned. That's why I was just when you said that you got dropped by your agent. My first instinct was, where is he?
Yeah, I know. That's what you're gonna. Yeah. Don't try to hold me back.
Yeah, you know. So first, I could be your bodyguard around here.
No, outside this room, my bodyguard. We're around here.
What was the first thing you thought when I said that? Why was the first thing that you thought was that I thought that was that?
I'm gonna let you get yourself together. I'm gonna let yourself get yourself together. Gather your thoughts. Have a little think. Put like the mic has a stand on the bottom. You can put it down on the table if you want.
Shit, yeah.
Oh wait, what? Is this a table?
Wait, caravan is this?
I've been seeing videos of
Is
kids.
this a big tumble dryer?
Where's your mama door?
Seeing videos of kids running into glass mirrors, you know, like at the fun fair, and like their dads just let them purposely run into
I
it.
know.
that's funny stuff though.
But I think it's just like so they learn a lesson maybe or whatever. Because
But that's probably like a euphemism for what I just did there. You know what I mean? Like I just ran right into that, making a conclusion. Yeah, and I did. Maybe I did. Why was the first thing?
Maybe you are my dad and I don't know.
But why was the first thing when I heard agent, I thought secret agent, and not that like you could be capable of having an agent?
Hey, Meg, no offense, but your man looks like Charlie Murphy.
Yeah, it's an inside
No
joke. She thinks I
offense,
look
yeah.
like Charlie Murphy.
I don't think you look like Charlie Murphy. I think you just be Charlie Murphy's brother.
Okay.
I hate myself. I'm not making 2 jokes that was before the camera.
Yeah.
Fuck! I'm not good at this.
I'll take
Fuck.
it.
Speak among yourselves. Man, they were good jokes as well.
I know. Why can't
You're great, I'm
can you
fuming.
just cut it together? What's happening?
The camera wasn't
What's
on.
happening?
What's happening? Am I in Canada right now?
I don't know.
Is the camera not on?
No, it is now. It is now. But
I'm tripping.
This camera. Tell people what's going on in your life. We have 5 minutes left on the podcast.
Do we? No. I was like,
No, it's Carl, not Dewey.
I was like, world's shortest podcast of life.
So when you came back from Canada, did you start doing videos again?
Yeah, so my actual thing was like, I just needed to go and actually think, and I would highly recommend it to anybody if you get sick of something for ages, but like, so it's actually so embedded in my like everything about me that has just ever since I was 4 I always wanted to be an entertainer. So I remember being 4 and going up to this woman that would come in and teach us drama through religion, and I was like, I'm going to drama college, and she was like, get off me. Do you know what I mean? But like it was like so embedded in me from such a young age, and then when it all kind of started happening in a different way that I didn't expect it to happen, then I just was so surprised then when I just burnt out from it so quick. So when I actually just went, like literally just went for like a bunch of long walks with my dog, like in a city I didn't know, and after just being away from like your own support system as well, just to actually give yourself some time to think, and like, because I think when you're like hanging out with your friends or your family or your partner all the time, you will just be happy and all as much as you can be or whatever, but like you might not actually be thinking about like what's my next move, like what is real fulfillment to me, or you know what I mean, like on a bigger level, because you always have your friends and family, just to have a laugh whenever you want. So anyway, I'm not really making sense, but
No, actually,
you probably felt even
100%.
more.
because it's like when you sometimes like, because you can so easily get swept up into a routine, a job that you don't hate, some really good pals, like a good partner, a good relationship with your family, and then sure, you're laughing, you're grand. But then there's might be something inside you then that's like kind of like, I feel like I could be doing more than this, but you don't want to feel like you don't like, because you don't not like your life or whatever. And I didn't. I had so many great friends, but I just knew, like I had a feeling like that I wasn't on the right path. I wasn't doing the right thing. Like, even though I was like, you know, making money in a stable job, like normal job, full-time job, working again, like wasn't making any videos. So like, you know, but at least I wasn't like broke and, you know, but whatever. And then like, I actually was just like, I don't know what to think and I don't know what decision to make. So I said, I'll just go away for a while from everybody and all my support system, have a big long walk with my dog, see somewhere new, maybe make some new mates, like just go somewhere else for a bit, and then like genuinely almost like going on a retreat or something. But it doesn't have to be really about like yoga or meditation, just
getting away
being
from it.
just being in a different city outside of like your norm, or like, because you can't go anywhere in Dublin without seeing someone you know or whatever anyway, but just being somewhere new, and then genuinely just on a walk, it just like, I was like, oh yeah, I have to be doing that obviously. So I was just like, I'm just gonna get my career back together, and then I did.
So it was even harder when all your mates were doing it as well. You were
I'd say
saying
it was
dude.
hard. She walked for 6 months.
I actually walked home.
Sorry, that was on
From Canada, I walked home.
And the dog just went on the plane.
And the dog just went on
So
the
you just
plane.
went to the airport just to say, here's the dog.
Yeah,
I'm
and
walking.
I said, reach out and go. And then I legged it home. Oh man. The legs were worn off me by the end of it. By the end of it, worn off me.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Go on.
Go on.
I'll show you anyway.
No, go on. What are you going to say?
I was just going to say it was hard that it was probably hard even. What was that all about?
I'll just keep interrupting you. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, oh Jesus, we know.
Sorry.
Can I speak?
Yeah, go on.
Thanks.
I was just going. Oh, sorry.
No, don't worry. It's a shit question, but I do want to know. You said you were mad into drama and all as a kid. Was there anything that you watched or you seen that made you want to do that, or you just always wanted it?
Oh my god, just everything. So I was really into Disney Channel. I think I was just really into Disney Channel, but everything. I started watching Friends when I was like 7, and it was way too old for me to be watching Friends. Like, it was because I remember I actually just was so into telly. I would go outside, play with my friends, and I was like 7 years old but pre-communion, and I would go outside, play with my best friend Sarah, who was still my best friend. She lived one door away from me. We would go out and play on the road at 6 o'clock on E4. That is when they played 2 episodes of Friends. I would go inside to sit and watch 2 episodes of Friends, E4+1 right after, watch them again.
Watch the same ones
Yeah,
again.
the same ones again. Because I thought it was so funny, and I just loved, like, I always loved like acting and the idea of acting and all of it, just like the performance of it. I used to print out the scripts of Friends. Like, I used to print out full episodes of a script of Friends.
And would you play it out?
Yeah, I'd get my mom to be Joey.
Oh, really?
I'd be like, Mom, you're such a... You're Joey. My mom, how you doing? Sorry, that was so cringe. That was so cringe.
Do you know? I love Friends.
Cringe at myself so bad.
Do you know what? I actually don't. I think I would a while ago. We're just gonna eat them, mate.
I'm gonna ask a question.
Sorry.
You just went this. So
Okay.
I asked the question.
No, I was gonna say something. Go ahead.
on, say it.
I was gonna say real quick. When I was 8, I went to go see.
Oh, so it's not about me.
Well, I think we're all having a
You say your
conversation.
question. Was it about me? Is this one about me?
It was about you.
Yeah.
I went to go see a show about Batman, and I wanted to be part of it. So I understand. I get you. I get you, bro.
hey, I never printed none.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, I had a dream. What was the show?
It was like Batman in the Tree Arena, and like Batman came down and the car came out, and I was like, "Fuck! I need to figure out how to get a part of this shit."
Mom, Dad, I hope something happens to you tonight. Because this
Come on down this alleyway. Come on, no, come on down.
Well, real quick, Dad, you've a lot of money, right? sorry, that was a tangent, but
That was good.
I love that. But I
what
think
was
that's
your
so
I was just
sweet.
gonna say,
Yeah.
I think this right all the time. I think when I talk to people, or if you hear about people that have mad stories like that, right? I think they're made to make it. Now that might sound stupid, right? But if you hear a lot of comedians or a lot of, I know I give this example all the time, with wrestlers, right? For example, and they're like, I knew I was going to be a wrestler from when I was
Big
4.
wrestler.
All I did was all day watch wrestling, all night watch wrestling, and now they're professional wrestlers.
Yeah.
It's like these things, when you start from a young age and this stuff, that's what makes people do what they want to do.
What was your
And I
thing?
think that but as well,
you
it's
know.
like you have to face so much shit, like, or like so many hurdles, or so much shit you have to go through, or like, you know, if you want to do something like that, so you just have to have a endless amount of passion. Because if you don't have an endless amount of passion, you're never gonna even, like, you have to want it so bad, and that's only one element of it, is just wanting it so bad, being like kind of clever about how you're gonna do it, and then like luck. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well,
luck's
I
part
don't
of it.
believe it was luck though for me. I feel like I just saw it.
You talking about look as in like looks good, like
No, you meant good looks.
and looks.
Good
No,
looks.
like
good
good luck.
look, yeah.
Yeah, good look and good looks. Like, well, yeah. But we all have them.
I'm sorry, misjudged it.
Thanks for tuning into the quickest podcast.
Sorry.
No, sorry, Batman doesn't have superpowers. I don't know.
I love the idea of you being in the Tree Arena though and seeing Batman and being like, I don't know what this is, but I have got to get onto this shit. Yeah,
That's what it was.
What was the bit like? What did you say? Like, that's fucking cool.
I used to always get that whenever I'd go see a show. I'd always be like, "Fuck! Like I need to be a fucking singer. Or I need to be a dancer in diversity. I need to get into
Oh
that."
my god, I love diversity.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, how do I grow an afro and be that little kid Perry?"
Yeah, oh my god, he's doing something, and they have had like such amazing careers off that. But like, it's so funny because whenever we went to a panto, my mom would be like, she always knew that that was what I went, like I always wanted to be a performer.
Oh no,
and
she
everything.
didn't. Oh, sorry. It was there. There it is. Megan was there. It was there.
But she's behind you, I think. Stop putting her on all
No,
the
that's not her. That's the secret agent.
you watching the panto. Your secret agent's behind you. Your secret agent. Your secret agent. Trying to get you. And I'm Batman. Am I Batman actually? And there's a secret agent. I love that.
Oh Jesus Christ, that's good stuff.
That would be funny.
Panda was one I got me as well.
Yeah. My mom used to be like this. She'd be beside me and she'd be like, if they ask you to get up on stage, get up there. She'd be like, if they ask you if anyone for volunteers, like you have to get up there. And I was like, absolutely yes. Like there was no bit of me that was like, no. I was always not shy. Like, but like, you know what I mean? No one ever did. No, I never went on stage though. But look at me now.
Look at you.
I actually,
Look on the
sorry,
spot.
one more story about me, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I allowed 2 every episode, so I'm catching them in.
Right, so
I'm catching them in.
the next 6 I'm not speaking.
But one time I was in Lanzarote at SeaWorld, and they went around and they were asking loads of other kids, and they came to me, and my man and I were like, yeah, he's doing it. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
I got put a wetsuit on. Put a fucking, what's the thing that keeps you up? Life jacket.
Oh.
Put one of them. I went
Life
out on a
jacket.
boat, and there was dolphins, and the dolphins
A
were coming,
boat?
jumping up over us. Yeah, it was
Oh,
one of the
that is cool.
But the
That
most
is cool.
embarrassing thing ever happened.
You
right, and
pooed. You pooed and it came out the bottom of the wetsuit. And it killed all the dolphins in the pool.
She read the article.
Yeah.
No, actually, what happened
Little
was
fella's poo killed dolphins.
my poo. Oh, that's disgusting.
Sorry.
What are we talking about?
Little fella's poo kills dolphins.
No, just
Byron Batman.
A Spider-Man little Batman fella's poo kills
The Dark
dolphins.
Knight.
this was 2 years ago. You're fucking getting up there.
But I went out.
Sorry, yeah, you were on the boat.
They were telling me to do things, they like feed them and all,
Yeah.
but I didn't know. They were speaking in Spanish, and they asked me to lean my face down, and the dolphin came up, kissed me, and I was embarrassed. And everyone was laughing and shit, and I was like, I'm not being made a fucking mug out here, because they didn't say sit down there and kiss the dolphins. They just said put your face down a little bit, and the dolphin kissed me, and I fucking. That was my first me. So jokes on you, Ryan Carrick. There's only one fridge around here.
Oh, that is so good. I love that. I love that you got embarrassed.
True
That's so
story.
sweet. And then he kissed me, and I actually got made a mug out of it. I love that.
Don't
That's so
tell
good.
anyone that.
That is my. That's my favorite story you've ever told.
Yeah, that's my favorite story ever I've ever heard.
Okay, can I have one more?
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know right now. I'll take
Yeah.
one in a minute.
I kissed every other dolphin in that before I shit in there and killed them bitches. They can never tell anyone about this.
Whoa.
That's so good. That's
Oh,
so good.
Jesus, that's
so
good.
good. Yeah, that was good.
Where were we? I don't even know where we were. Is that the knocking me
We're
out?
still in the
That's so
tumble
good.
dryer, baby.
Yeah.
So we go back to that then.
We keep going back.
We-
If
no,
we keep
we-
going
so
back.
So you were there. So was that another experience that you had where you were like, oh, I want to do this full time?
No, that was just
So
something
you were like,
that.
I don't know about these shows anymore.
was like, yeah.
Here, listen, kissing dolphins full time is pretty weird.
I'm not into this. Or whatever
No, I
this
wasn't.
is.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that. But yeah, that's the only time I've ever really got on stage.
And did you use both? Did you do a course as well? Did you both do a course in
Yeah.
comedy?
Yeah.
She said she didn't listen to the car.
Like this is
She
not.
was like, "That's so cute and all."
It's not cute. It's just like it's kind of gross. No, it's kind of actually scary and gross. No, it's just I don't know. I don't
You were just born with.
I don't know. As a person who's always been naturally funny, I can't imagine doing it. Like, oh my god!
No, see, this is
what I'm
miss-
saying.
Your name backwards is Jam. You're a Jam.
I take it back. What I said about your shit course. No, but what was that? Can I ask you about that? What was that like? What did you have to do?
Bro, I always have to say this, right?
Okay.
We did courses to get in the stand-up, to start, not to learn how to be funny.
We were already kind of funny a little bit.
Okay, and why couldn't you just start?
Because
Anyway?
where do you go? How do you not, like,
We were just afraid.
what do you
I
do?
just Google it.
Where do you,
We were
but
just afraid.
It's not really as easy as it looks.
Do you not think? Oh,
It is. Look, you can go.
What? Google how to do comedy.
because I would have said like open mic comedy.
Yeah.
Like same way as like if an artist wants to, if like I used to play guitar and write some songs. Don't even talk about it. But back in the day, I don't know what to talk about. And I knew you were gonna bring that up. Like, don't want to talk about it. No, but like genuinely, like you know, and you can't just go somewhere and start playing music in front of a crowd. You just have to open mic.
There was one open mic in Dublin that you could sign up for. Yeah.
And then what? And you didn't. And you can't do crash and burn.
Was that an open mic? I don't think so. I think
It's
there's a waiting list
class
and all
an
that.
open mic, but it's not really.
Yeah,
like, you need to have like. experience.
know
to do it,
somebody or like,
Do you?
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, I'm being
There's only
very.
one like sign up on the night and then you go on stage open mic in Dublin.
Is there?
Yeah,
Ooh.
one at the minute.
cheeky monkey in
She
the
turned
internet.
into an L.
Boo.
They treat the comedy course.
Boo.
When someone says an animal noise, jump on it straight away. Don't even if the time has passed.
Oh my
like a
god,
couple
did I
seconds.
knock that off?
It doesn't work.
It wasn't on.
You're only
anyway.
on video. There's no audio.
I hate this.
Basically,
Yeah, in the international downstairs, there's a club called Cheeky Monkey.
That's in the international. Yeah, that's where I did the open mic for.
Downstairs.
Yeah, they used to do a thing called Circle Sessions a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still do it.
Do
Still
they?
do it. Yeah.
I used to go there and sing some songs. Oh God, don't even talk.
Funny
God.
songs.
Yeah, it's funny songs.
Give us a riff. Give us a riff.
That was a funny song. What'd you say?
I come from a place. No. I'm trying to get
That was a well placed shush. So you actually
So
like.
anyway, go on. So it was you did to get into comedy to meet some people in there. And where was it on?
What?
Where was it on? So you didn't want to do a
He
course
done the
to
crackdown
learn
and
how to
I
be
done Bow
funny.
Street.
So yes,
Yes.
Crackdown
We
do
are very
courses.
established
Yeah.
peoples.
That's interesting.
We are very established people.
And did
Educated.
there
you
was
know?
are you done? I'm talking now. No, I'm only joking. That was a joke. But can I just have some questions?
Yeah,
about
no,
it?
come on.
You
here's
want
with
us to
them.
ask you questions?
No, I have questions
Oh,
for
yeah,
you.
sure,
Here's with them. Here's with them.
So you both did several things. You didn't want to do them together.
No, we did want them to do it together, but just we didn't get accepted. There was a payment thing, and I wasn't paid in time.
So did you have to do anything to get in there, or
Just apply, and they say, yeah,
And send an
give us the money, baby.
You had to send an email, right? And I typed up a really good worded email, like, oh, when I'm in the work, I just think of jokes all the time. And he's like, that's class. And he done the same fucking email and sent it off to the same fucking school, like.
when I'm in work and I think about you,
When I'm also in work, I also think about
yeah, I guess he said that about work, but guess this: when I'm in work, I think about more jokes than him. So
It all
you should take
started when
my
I was
money
8.
sooner.
It all started in the tree arena when I was 8.
Yeah. Think about this: me, a dolphin, and a dream.
a dark alleyway.
Please,
my parents.
please take my money so I can be funny. That rhymed too.
And even
This
though
is the musical side.
the whole open mic thing as well, we kind of started that and then just went and started gigging loads, met loads of people. A lot of people do that open mic, and there was one other one that was not on the night, but you'd sign up through Facebook and you might get one in a month's time.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I don't think I'm out of my lane here saying this, but a lot of people fucking fell into they just do that once a week. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only open mic they know, so they go there once a week and that's all they do.
Yeah, and they never want to like progress or do more
Yeah,
or
yes.
do. And it's very dangerous because anybody, first of all, even when someone is going to like a stand up thing of a comedian who no one knows, it's a big thing that not a lot of people want to go to because they like have like they feel like I talk about this in when I'm performing, but I always go like I had like secondhand anxiety for that person because I would always want to laugh to make sure they felt supported and everything. I would feel stressed out doing that. Going then on top of this to an open mic or like one of those ones where people are just trying out their material, you're just in for. You don't know what you're going in for. You don't know where you're spending your evening. So yeah, like you really do have to probably like work your way in different things and like try different bits and bobs. Like
That sign up on the night one is like majority of the time all comedians. You could get like 35 people sign up on a night. So everyone is there. They're all performing. So everyone's trying to go over their own shit.
Yeah.
So when you're on stage, not many people are even listening to you. Like,
No,
I don't know. Personally, I never got on from it, so we don't really go anymore.
I did my very first stand up there, so I'm grateful for that. And I did 2 more after that, and I'm thankful for that. Like, you know
I'm
what I
more
mean?
thankful because I also did it there for one of my first ones.
No, but what I'm saying is, yeah, like I wouldn't. A lot of people go there all the time. Sometimes they get crowds, but when they don't, it's like you're pissing against the wind.
And it's also like you're just doing
You're shitting in a dolphin tank.
You're shitting in a dolphin tank. You're killing all the dolphins and you're kissing all of them after. That's his old expression. But it's also like it's because you're going to the same thing, and also a group of sometimes if they're not looking at their own. Like if they're not like going over their own shit that they're gonna say, they're also just like supporting you regardless. So you've no idea It's like at the same thing at the circle session thing. Like you're performing to a room of other musicians who are just either waiting on their turn, or they're also just kind of blindly supporting you because they want you to support them, and like it's just like awkward. It's like weird. It's like a different, like a weird thing. Yeah, I can't even imagine doing it without the internet. Like I have no idea how I would, and I feel like as well I don't like performing in this is gonna sound so stupid. I don't like performing in places where people haven't bought tickets to see me because it's so much easier when they buy tickets to see you.
That's the dream. Like that's what we would love to.
Oh my God.
Your audience, like, because it's hard.
Yeah, it is. It's so hard.
Yeah,
it's so hard. And such a saturated market.
Yeah,
everyone has this different sense of humor. But like, it's like, yeah, I can't imagine. Like, and I remember being like, oh, I don't want to be labeled as a stand-up comedian. I don't want to do stand-up comedy because I just hated the vibe or something. It's like I hated the vibe of it unless it was like a big show about me and one other person. So selfish. But like, it's like, you know what I mean? I just didn't like the vibe of it. I just hated, like, you know, it's like, you know what I mean? That's my impression of Ross McCartney. Oh my God. I can do really good Ross McCartney. Boo. Isn't that so him?
Wait, you're not him? Oh my God.
But how many of those live shows have you done then? Because you don't want to December, didn't you?
Two. That's it.
And resident expert, back over to our premium correspondent.
Literally, I just don't like doing shows where people aren't buying a ticket to see me. How many have you done? Two.
What is it? What's your show like?
So I decided, it was Anna Clifford who she had a show on Halloween, and it was comedy for riches she does. So she asked me to do this. She was like, I know you don't do stand-up anymore, do you want to do this? So I did that, and I hadn't done any stand-up since I came back from Canada, or years. Like I hadn't done any sort of live performances because it just made me nervous because I didn't know how it would be received. So obviously that makes everybody nervous, but I did it and I really enjoyed it, and I really liked it. And then I was like, you know what, I'm actually gonna, I just remembered what it was like to perform live and the actual joy I had for performing, and I was like, I need to, like, sorry guys, I'm throwing up. Right, sorry, I just threw up. Sorry.
That's what you thought. But you could.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. But like, I just really, like, I was like, oh my God, yeah, like again, it kind of like rediscovering my own passions and what makes me feel fulfillment and everything. Sorry. And when I was performing, I was like, oh my God, yeah, like what a great buzz this is. And then I was like, right, I'm going to do my own show. And like before, I said to my old manager that you know, that I wanted to do my own show and I wanted it to be really glamorous, because I didn't like, because I feel like so much of stand-up comedy is male dominated, and then when it's female dominated, it's quite like sexual for some reason. It's like when some, like, I don't know, I didn't like the aesthetic of stand-up comedy in of itself. So I said, if I'm going to do a show, I want it to be really versatile and quite theatrical while still being a live comedy show. So it's not necessarily stand-up comedy because there's so much in it, but it is a live comedy show. So I wanted to make one, so I asked the only three people I like, so Ryan, Ross and Simon. I only like them.
Wait, hold on. Never heard of
them. And I asked them to do it, and they said yeah. And I was like, great. So it's rented out the room underneath the Bernard Shaw. Highly recommend it if you ever need it. So great to deal with and so cheap to rent. So I rented that. They have like all the mics set up. They have all the lights. They have a little sound thing that you can just, I just plugged my own, like just got my friend to sit there, and I had an iPad and she was just playing the songs. That was it. But I organized it really well in that it had like, so it had segments. So there was like a theme of it. The theme of it was Storybook Dublin. So like each of the lads had like a different 10-minute section. Like we did a dance at the end. We had a dance routine at the end that I choreographed. And like, you know, there was all these things, like at the beginning I came on, then like I come on and I start doing stand up and like just kind of chatting to the audience. Like that's very basic. But then halfway through, Ryan and Ross come on as Lewis inspectors, and they're checking everyone's leave cards in the audience, and they're like, you can't do the show, and then they come on the stage, and then it was Christmas time, so I had like a box of roses, but I filled the box of roses with like little bows that you put on presents. So when you opened it kind of looked like there were sweets in there, but then Ryan comes on stage and he like wrestled it off me, and then we threw it into the crowd, so they went everywhere, so everyone at the front was like, ah, because they thought they were getting hit by a load of hard sweets, but it was actually just a load of like little bows. You know what I mean? And we were all,
prankster.
And we were all,
how did you come up with that?
And we were all talking, just because I'm big brained. But it was like, you know, things like that. And then the lads come on and then they go off. And then like I come on as a different character. You know what I mean? Like I was like, because the whole thing was like Storybook Dublin. So then the lads at the end of so they were all like, we're Lewis inspectors, and then they sang a whole they sang a whole song about wanting to have sex with Lewis.
Oh,
yeah, it was so good.
Wait.
It was so good. And then they sang a whole song, so it was like had the element of like theater to it.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I thought there was gonna music was gonna start playing.
An element of theater to it. But like, you know, and then like then I come on as like I was like the princess of Donnybrook, and I came on and did
what
like,
did I say earlier? The Queen of Glasnevin.
yeah. Oh, was that what you meant?
I thought you said a private joke.
Yeah, I don't know why. Also, I said I was like, it's kind of basically Finglas, so I don't know why you're saying Glasnevin. But anyway.
It's a
But like, you know, and then we did this whole thing, and then like I came on and then I did a slam poetry. So it's like it gives people the relief of someone not talking at them or not just storytelling. Do you know what I mean? That there's like an element of like that people can like relax with this bit. And also like Simon has, like, he writes so many songs, so he came on as like so I came on at the end, I was like, and look out for the troll. So then I came off and then he comes on as a chicken fillet troll, because it's like the Storybook Dublin, you know what I mean? Like it's all in the theme. But I worked like really hard on to make sure that like everything was done really organized. So I had the running order from like the minute down to the minute of the song that's playing, the music running order, a simplified version of the running order, the narration that's being said in the background, and that was like all in the green room setup. Then everybody who was involved, the lads and the two girls that were in the door, and it was Christmas time, so they all got a selection box, and then on top of that they also all got like €10 in cash in an envelope for just like pint money on the night.
Who did the audience?
No, the people who were playing, like the lads who were doing the show with me.
Oh, sorry. Right.
No, it's fucking Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna make any money at all.
You're really selling the fact that they got a selection box.
Yeah.
And they're tenner in an envelope.
Oh my god, you're the best boss ever.
Yeah, I am.
At least you looked after them.
Yeah,
What would you think we would
But like
be?
I also told them that like I gave them like
an opportunity.
I told them I'm gonna pay you 100 quid each, but I said it was the first show, so I said if we sell out I'm gonna up that to 150 quid, and we did sell out, so I did up it to 150 quid. I paid them €150 each, but on the night, for fun and for a bit of glamour and because I'm a really good host, when they went into the green room, they each had a little section box and the pint money just for on the night extra, because
that's really
just
nice.
for
One
fun.
pint you get out of a tenner probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but they surely paid them as well. That's just extra.
Oh right.
That's just out of our own goodness.
Would you be a mean boss now? Or a good boss?
No, I'm very like, you should ask the lads. You should ask the lads, because I'm like not even like the boss. It's just my show and I'm running the show, but I am hounding that group chat all the time.
Yeah.
All being like, okay,
Sure.
do you want to do the London show?
Organised.
Do you want to do this show? Do you want this show? And they're always like seen.
That sounds like I'm right. Okay.
They're always like seen, and I'm like, and I always text in and I'm like, oh, it's so funny when you just do that. I love that inside joke we have where you just give me a scene. Even though I'm giving you opportunity, I'm paying you money. But no, they're great lads. But like, we're also genuinely friends. It makes it so much easier.
That's class.
But like, you know, and we completely sold out. That show was completely sold
That's
out.
unreal.
Like, sold out and then some. You know what I mean? So it was unreal.
What would we be? Because you have the chicken fillet troll. What would we be?
Yeah.
What's the Irish Dublin thing? Spice bag.
Yeah, Simon already did that though.
Someone done that one?
Yeah.
Fuck.
What else is there?
The two leftover chicken.
What's your
Chicken
one's
balls.
name?
Shamrock.
What's your one's name? She's like social media megastar. She's
Meg
podcast
Reilly.
with Ellie Kelly. What's her name?
I don't know. Oh, someone looks like her, and if it
Yeah,
was
I
like,
think
someone was like, if he could be her brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you do that in your show? And who would you fill that role with?
I'd probably have to
Roll.
go for. No, it was already
No, it was
rolls already
it was-
done. Yeah, you got to be quicker and better. This
That
is
was
like,
quick.
This is a really bad audition that you're doing. Sorry.
What could we be?
Fucking.
The two leftover chicken fillet balls.
We could be a roll with wedges and taco sauce.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, would you eat?
Think outside the box. Get rid of the food. Think of something else.
What? We've no else left other than that.
Something else to
Pint
me.
of Guinness.
But, let's go a bit more out there. Have you ever heard of Beamish?
Skewer.
What about Beamish? Okay, I'll be Guinness and you be Beamish.
Electric skewers.
Yeah, maybe.
No.
The front wheel and the back wheel of electric scooter.
It was the front.
I think it's obvious.
Oh,
You see, and if you had a gay audience, you'd be able to talk about the top and bottom.
Well,
that's what I was going to go into.
Yeah, but
I
you have
couldn't
to
really think about it. if I thought
as
of
well. You kind of have to know about it enough to joke about it, and I think that's like the key to like joking about something that isn't your. Well, like, I mean, look, but like, I mean, I'm a queer person, but like, you're welcome. But thank you. Like, you have to kind of know when you know a little bit about something. It makes it so much easier then to like come across less ignorant because you just know a little bit more about it. So I encourage you to really open your heart.
how do you know we don't have that audience?
Because look at the way you're dressed.
Oh, I knew she was going straight to scumbags. I knew it.
No.
I have a big hole in my trousers. No, it's not good.
No.
Oh shit!
Because it's aggressive. It's
Yeah,
aggressive.
I know, I'm
You should
sorry.
talk about like in drag
I
race.
just shouted it out just to get it out there, so now,
Yeah.
and now I feel really, really bad, and I'm going to ask
No,
God to put that out.
I don't think you should feel bad, but I mean, yeah, do. But no, but I think it's just like it's about like if you like, let's say, like, okay, don't try and find the humor in a mocking way.
No, that wasn't mocking.
No,
honestly,
I know.
'cause you haven't seen.
I know.
The whole.
That's why I was getting it, because I've been sitting down the whole time.
But
the
like,
whole time.
it's like I don't know. It's hard to explain. But I feel like if you would
I
like,
don't think I can joke like that. I think my accent doesn't really allow me to.
I don't
do
think
it.
so.
I don't think I can.
I think you can. I think it's just like
No.
you can. I think you can. I think you just have to like do it in a certain way. It has to come from a place of love and not a place of misinformation.
The dolphins were so much more understanding. No, genuinely.
Of course it's all Luffy. I think.
Oh no, I know you're only joking, but like it's just one of those things of like I genuinely believe people can find humor in it if you just have a little bit more information on it, because if humor comes from a place of misinformation, it's automatically mocking, and if you don't know anything about it. Whereas if it comes from a place of knowing, then even the people who are included in those groups are like so true. Do you know what I mean? Because if it comes from a place of knowing, then it's amazing and it's so funny. Whereas if it comes from a place of a presumption or a stereotype or something, I'm not saying you are doing that at all. You haven't at all.
Because I'm power around my head now.
No. But I'm just saying it's like one of those things of like, that's just the way. And as well, like if you're trying to like, you know, like you're doing so well, like, you know, like there's so many different avenues you could go, and like why while you're growing it and while you're nurturing it, why block it off from a whole group of people?
You get
I know what you mean, but I definitely would we would 100% say like I think it's so ridiculous to say you don't want one section.
I think.
We were
talking about this in the car about the basement yard. Use them as an example, and it's not that they act like camp or gay or anything like that. It's because, if I'm understanding correctly, as someone who really is good at understanding things, apparently, if me and you were just really overly affectionate, is that what it's like? Because they're overly affectionate.
It's also that is.
It sounds so bad whatever way, but
No, you put it well. But it's like, I just think like if you create the vibe or the relationship that, or like whatever you're putting out in like your theme or your tone of the content you put out, make it so that it feels like a safe space for like not a safe space, but like a like that people aren't watching it being like, two fellas with a podcast, are they gonna say something kind of homophobic and I'm not gonna like this? And it's not that you're gonna say something homophobic, it's just you're gonna say something like, you know, like saying something like, you know, something about woman. Even saying woman.
Oh, sorry, you just laughed like.
That's okay. That's okay. You're fucking yours.
I was just like that. Boom, and I just went.
Yeah, I know. This is what I'm saying. It's like things like that. It's like it's like one of those things of like immediately as well, because people like from other groups, like say like me as a queer person, if I see like as a bisexual woman, when I am looking at two white men on a podcast, I'm like, let's make sure, like, are they gonna, like, how, like, not being like, you're definitely gonna be homophobic or racist or anything like that, not saying that, but it's just like, is this gonna be real, like, a place, one that I'm really gonna like, actually, because it's like, you know, like, are they actually gonna be really chill, and like, are they the type of straight lads, or are they the type of like Dublin lads that you could actually just like go for a pint with, and no matter, and they're so chill, and it wouldn't even matter, like, you could go for a pint in the Georgia with one of your mates and not be like, I was only at that being in the Georgia, and someone's actually going to try to kiss me, like, you know what I mean? Like,
we were in the George once,
and no one tried to fucking kiss me.
But he fell over.
That's so funny, and genuinely, it's like, do you know what I mean? Even there, you were like, yeah, we were in the Georgia. No one tried to kiss me. I was kind of offended, and they're like, oh, that's kind of silly. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I know I'm just kind of shouting on, but
Wait.
No, I do. I 100% get you. I think, because I think I've, even if I'm not saying, I think my accent and all, and the way I am, anything I say might come up that way. Do you know that way? I genuinely don't think it like that.
But if even that, say you're just saying because the accent you have, you're thinking that people are gonna presume that you're a certain way just because you have the accent, which isn't fair either on you.
No, of course
Do you
not.
get me?
Yeah.
So
But
it's
it is true. That is a big.
That's what I'm saying. So say if this podcast wasn't a comedy podcast and it was about
politics,
politics or intellectual debate or mental health or something like that, people would be like, what's today now? Because you're not oh my god, or whatever. You know what I mean? And that's again something something that someone that's presuming about you that isn't true. So it's just one of them things of people are going to presume because you're straight, that yous are fucking hard lads and yous are homophobic as fuck. But obviously not true. Do you know what I mean? So it's and people would love to see that because they're do you know what? They're actually so sound. They're just these lads, and it's good to see representation of that, where it's not two lads that are so caught up in lad culture that they're not able to just be we were in the Georgia, it was so good. Two lads talking on a podcast who have a male audience talking about being peers with gay people.
I think, right, but can I just, and this is just a counter argument. No, I know you're not making an argument, but I think the fact that if we do joke about that, though, does that not seem like we're, I would, I don't know, obviously it's different from someone on the other side of it, but I would say a joke like that thinking that's just a joke, do you know that way? But I get it. It come different.
Bumming.
Well, I just said it's a hole in my trousers, but I didn't say
not you. Sorry, I'm not even talking about that. Sorry.
God, sorry, thank God.
Sorry.
Fuck me.
Sorry. No, I'm not penalising your joke. I'm not giving out about your joke. I'm not giving out about your joke. I can't even remember how to start it. I'm just talking about it.
Yeah,
I'm not going off you said that joke. Let's get into it.
Can you just say into the camera just so no one comes onto my case?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't mean
cut that bit. Cut that bit.
We say cum jokes all the time.
We do
cum
say
jokes are fine.
that a lot. But when you look at you coming on here, when we first asked you, would you thinking here's two fucking dopey fuckers that will try to take the piss?
No. I do think people hear our accent though and they go,
no, I don't think so.
They might think, even if I feel
I would be less likely to come on if you're posh.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I definitely don't think you thought of it, but I think people would think of us and if we make a joke or something like that. Not even again, I think we know boundaries
Yeah, well I'd like to think so. I'd like to think that we have we definitely would never be stupid. We, as I said earlier on, there's nothing like that to us. Everyone is a person. We don't care what audience we get. We'd like every fucking audience. We'd accept everything.
And
that's mad to think
and it's great that there's this what's important is that there's a new generation being born of people who are up and coming in comedy and especially in Ireland or whatever that are aware of things like that and just not just going into it completely blind and willing to make whatever joke, and if it gets a laugh, it doesn't matter whose expense it is. And that kind of thing. It's and it's just, I don't know why I'm talking about it, I just am.
No, but it does make sense because you were saying it in the fact that we could have a good platform for
because
and we don't want to just branch it off and go, no, this is just for lads.
I know.
I know we're not doing that, and you're not saying we're doing that, but
I think who we've had as guests so far, it's fucking
you've
wide
had 30
range
episodes and you've had 3 women on.
We've tried, and we actually, you mentioned you mentioned Anna.
We're talking about this in the car.
We actually asked Anna.
We have asked Anna.
Yeah. We've asked
Emma Doran.
Yeah. We've asked loads. To be fair.
We have. And they were like, what's
two is loads. No, I'm only joking.
We did.
No, but
I mean, love to have
a woman in here someday. Next step is to ask a gay man on.
Shane Daniel Bourne's been in.
He's gay. See, I don't know. It's all the same to me.
I swear for a second, Jay, when you said it, my heart dropped. I thought,
we've like 2 minutes left.
Shane Daniel Bourne
we have 2 minutes left.
is also, I don't know about you, but definitely in my top 3 favourite comedians. Just want to put that out there. We told them that.
My top favorite.
You saw that meme, man, for out there.
She's like your top favourite.
She was like, the last half an hour, I'll just make them awkward.
Who else is your other top 2?
In Ireland?
Yeah, ever. No, ever first.
Ever first, top 3 be Eddie Murphy, I think that's such a fucking saying Eddie Murphy's so stupid,
okay.
like, but he's obviously like the best in it. Boom. Fuck, Under Pressure.
No, don't relax. Just relax. Well, you say something else.
Can you give us advice on what women we
No,
should have
you
on?
keep thinking though.
What women we should have on? Do you have a few recommendations?
Just have me on 2 more times.
Yes. So you will come back. So did you actually feel safe? Did you feel like this is a welcome space?
Yeah.
Did you actually
God.
feel look into that camera?
Oh my god. Episode
Wait, did the
31
dolphin
and the
bit
last
kind of
one.
scare you?
Wait, did you actually feel like
I never read.
I know
You know
that's
what?
what
Drop you
Of course you have a hole in my trousers. How else would I get in them? Guys, what did you think? What did you guys think? You homophobic bastards.
I love that. That's so good. I love that. I love that you said that. I like that one. I really like that.
Okay, we're literally about to run over. We've never done the
I'm
segment.
so
and I
sorry.
really
I'm
want
so
to do it.
sorry. I'm so sorry. That was me. That was
Don't
me.
be so sorry. Just be a little bit sorry.
I'm a little bit sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're going to do a segment, if you can remember. Or do we have time?
Yeah. Yeah, it's your own podcast. Why can't you just make it be an hour 10?
Oh, because...
Why can't they make it be an hour 10? What's it going to be? 20 euro extra? I'll revolute check.
That's a good. That's very true.
What?
Fuck it, go on.
Okay, go on.
You're
Ask me
fucking
the
staying
question.
tonight, bitch.
I
Ask
never
me the
said
question.
anything about
Yeah.
you.
I've never said anything about you. I've never said anything about you. I have never said anything about you.
Sorry, that was a good talk.
Good
I just
or
want to
bad?
put that out there. That was
So,
good.
really good.
and again,
It was.
but like, you know, and props to you for being so receptive to it as well. Like, you know
We'd
what I mean?
love
Like,
to.
yeah.
We want everyone to listen to it. We want the
And then
biggest
I even feel
fan.
stupid saying that because that's goes without saying. I shouldn't even have this.
No, that's what I'm saying. But you have done tremendously. Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I've never said anything about you. I love that. I've never said anything about you at all. I love that. I have never said anything about you. I've never said anything about you. I love that. I have never said anything about you. Sorry, come on.
Right, 2 truths and lies. You want to hit us with it?
Okay. Okay.
I fucking hate it here.
That's what I said in the car. You're stealing my joke.
Oh, did you?
Sorry.
2 truths and a lie. I regret my choice coming here.
Lie.
Oh my god, I actually can't even think of one now.
I lived in Canada.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Okay, I have my. Okay, this is going great. But is it? No, it's not. Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. I have my 2 truths. 2 of them are true, and one of them is fake. And you see which one's fake.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's
Lie
see
first.
what when you're
Okay.
having us on with.
Do the
Okay.
lie first.
I have. That was really good. I have a tattoo of my ex best friend's name on my leg.
Okay.
2 truths and a lie. I am a Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising.
That was from something
What
else.
does that mean?
Having a clue. Don't ask. Make it out again.
And I am actually related to the kind of like O'Connell Eilish
Bridge.
strain of Irish people.
O'Connell.
Yeah, like Phineas O'Connell and Billie Eilish. Distant relative.
Oh, really?
Distant.
How? Distance.
Oh,
They
like,
live in America.
they're across the border. Yeah, distant. Like,
Is that O'Connell? Is that their surname?
well, it's Phineas O'Connell. It's Billie Eilish something O'Connell.
But they're brother and sister, yeah?
Yeah. But he just goes by Phineas and she goes by Billie Eilish. It's like,
Yeah.
So two.
And the other one goes by Fair. Oh, sorry.
And the other one goes by Verb.
Disney Channel.
Megan Thyle sequence.
Call back.
Huh?
Mom, Phineas and Ferb making a title sequence.
Guys, I am laughing at the things you're saying. So I'm getting it.
Okay, what's your friend's name? What's your friend's
Hold
name?
on, yeah.
Two truths and
What's your
lies.
What's your friend's name?
It's her nickname.
What's her nickname?
Her,
Jericho.
well, ex.
Ex-best friend.
Her nickname was a booby.
Abubi.
A booby.
So you have on your leg a booby.
Yeah.
Is it the word Abubi?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the second one again? You started talking mad there for a minute. I don't know what happened when she started it.
Literally everybody to me my entire life. You started talking about it. Wait, what did I say again? Distantly related. The name on my leg. What was the other one?
I don't know, you must have made it up.
Vertical or something.
Oh yeah.
I don't have a clue what you were saying. Like.
I'm a virgin and I have vertigo. Oh.
Oh, hold on, lads.
I think you just said vertical. Vertical or something. I'm a Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising.
But what does that mean?
Oh.
It's just your horoscope.
Oh fuck! I thought it was gonna be some fucking what's that thing? Twilight
It's like
thing.
I'm a Virgo, and then it's like the minute you were born, it's something else, and it all like you have different star signs for each of them. But mine are actually all Virgo. So name on my leg, star sign, or the Eilish O'Connell family.
Billie Eilish.
The Irish thing. What? How related?
How
It's
distant?
like my fucking mom's cousin or something like that. Like my mom's
How did you
cousin.
know this?
Oh, because we found out. We were like, oh my god, isn't that like the same blah blah blah? Because I remember someone who was like a last name Eilish, and I was like, was that the same one? It is, but like fucking cousins, fucking married into child.
Where do they live?
Your cousin's
Not a
fucking
fucking
married a
How
child.
do you not know?
No, I'm not a notion. I have no idea.
I'm gonna
That's
say
the
a
lie. That's the lie, obviously.
Because what does vertigo sun mean?
I don't know. That one.
So
That one.
so you think that's true?
Don't come in
What
here with
one
that
do you
fucking
think-
attitude.
I don't know where to go from. Virgo. Wait, what are you saying though? What are you saying is a lie?
Okay, hold on. Let's stop
Okay.
for a second. Back to
Blake, let's talk.
back to.
Okay, I'll look right. Now
Yeah,
is the perfect time
probably.
for me to plug my own shows. On the 20th of July, I'm doing a show in London.
Okay, we're done.
I
We're
can't
done. No, already have some deep
Go, look at job. Look at job.
I don't know when the tickets are going on sale and I don't know the venue. But more shows. Go, come on, pick.
Sorry. Okay.
5 minutes over.
Why was your
50 euros?
Why was your best friend's a booby?
Because her name was. Wait, what did you say?
I don't know. Why is it?
What was her name? A booby.
Yeah, why is her
Her
name a booby?
nickname was a booby because her first name was Adela.
Why'd you fall out with her?
I can't
Oh, come
even.
on,
I can't even. I can't even.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't
Adela.
even. Yeah.
I think it's just
Nelson?
Adela.
I try. Sometimes I
That
try.
was no. I am like internally. I'm recognizing it as funny. I'm just not laughing.
What
out
sort of
loud.
category
Okay.
of funny would you put us down as? I feel like
Tell
you
me
know.
what you think
Okay,
is a
Billie
lie.
Eilish is a lie.
What are you
I
saying?
think Billie Eilish too.
You're right.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to get in on a gay audience. Love.
What type of comedy would you say we are?
I would say that you are at a risk of falling into a terrible niche that I
That
don't
is-
want you to.
What's the niche you think we have?
I think you have I think you have gorgeous potential to be lovable idiots.
Yeah, that's
I
what
think
we want to do.
I think you have, but also natural and real conversational comedy that is just good and not too scripted and just off the cuff. I
That's
think
exactly what we do.
and I think that's the best kind because it's natural and it's normal. And I wish you all the best. And I'll be invoicing you for the fee for this.
Who's fee? Oh.
That's so shit.
I don't know. Sorry.
No, I'm joking.
We are trying to be like that. We
Yeah,
do
no,
want
but
to be.
the thing about it is that you don't just try. You're just like, when you take away the pressure of feeling like you need to make a joke, then I feel like I don't even know. I only did 2 shows.
Exactly what she said there,
But like I just feel like when you take away, like I've only ever done, especially on stage, I've done my best on stage when I was calm and I wasn't trying too hard. I've done the worst shows ever, or worst performances, or worst stand-up, or whatever you want to call it, when I've been like stressed or trying too hard to be funny.
Yeah.
And I think you just have to actually let yourself relax into it, and when you do, that's where it's great. And
I definitely see that. I agree with that.
And because you're friends, you have a gorgeous foundation then to continue with that, because you're already friends and you don't have to like pretend to be friends or ask each other questions or catch up when you're there. You're able to already have rapport.
Yes.
Yes.
And do you know what? I kind of
think it's
sometimes
really
it's
good, though.
Carl's fault why we do that, because he has us pressured with the time.
Yeah, because we're
Yeah.
actually 7 minutes 47 seconds.
And we've never even said anything about you.
Yeah. I never said anything about you. I never say anything about you.
Carl wears dresses sometimes.
That's a joke we have. We're running a joke.
Yeah, that's already a homophobic joke.
Oh.
Well, it's I wouldn't.
Yeah.
And why is it funny that he wants to wear dresses?
Megan, thanks for coming
Thanks very
on.
much for coming on. No, that was deadly.
No, we really enjoyed that.
Am I not just your favourite guest you ever had?
I'm not gonna lie, that was fucking deadly.
I felt so comfortable there, even though someone made me do a joke that I didn't.
Do you have any shows in Dublin you want to plug? Do you know a date for that?
No, I just keep your eye on my socials.
Which
Few
is
couple of cans, many cans.
Few cans, yeah. Just few cans, 6 letters.
Few bottles.
egg with an M.
Oh, I'd rather a few bottles and a few cans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think bottles are better than cans. Sorry. But
Look, I'm not. You know, I'm just there to get fucking the Club Orange brand deal. I'm good. And
Thanks
I'm
so
good.
much,
You're a
mate.
legend. Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much. I love that.
That was fucking deadly.